Good morning. I am Day. DAA are my initials. I am in recovery from loss, grief, trauma, and addiction. In my years of active recovery, I have found that upon awakening, it is useful to affirm and devote myself to the me of my recovery, the one that ties all of the pieces together gently, lovingly, and sometimes even fiercely to face each day. With these daily affirmations, reflections, and devotions, walk with me on the recovery journey of hope, renewal, resilience, and self reflection. And remember that you are not alone. Fair use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. January 28. The treasure of the past. Showing others who suffer how we are given help is the very thing which makes life seems so worthwhile to us now. Cling to the thought that in God's hands, the dark past is the greatest possession you have, the key to life and happiness for others. With it, you can avert death and misery for them. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 124. What a gift it is for me to realize that all of those seemingly useless years were not wasted. The most degrading and humiliating experiences turn out to be the most powerful tools in helping others to recover. In knowing the depths of shame and despair, I can reach out with a loving and compassionate hand and know that the grace of God is available to me. Fair use. Courage to change, one day at a time in Al Anon. January 28. Newcomers are often surprised at the number of years longtime members have been attending Al Anon meetings. They may be even more surprised that some of us have sobriety in our homes or no longer have any alcoholics in our lives. Why do we keep coming back? For many of us, the answer is serenity. Sometimes I get impatient or rebellious or bored. I go through periods where I see little change in myself, and I begin to doubt. But even after many years of Al Anon recovery, if I miss too many meetings, things seem to become unmanageable all over again. I have been affected by someone else's drinking. I don't want to underestimate the lasting impact that alcoholism has had on me. So I keep coming back. I came to Al Anon for a quick fix for my pain, but I stay because of the consistency, security, and friendship I find each day. Because of my commitment to my own growth, I am able to handle very difficult situations with a great deal of peace, and the delight in my life continues to exceed my wildest dreams. Today's reminder: I see my recovery as a healthy way of life that I can gladly share with others. Today, I am actively pursuing a better life because I am working on myself. Just for today, I will have a program. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have it just for today. Fair use. Just for today, daily meditations for recovering addicts. January 28, an everyday addict. We can never fully recover, no matter how long we stay clean. Basic text, page 84. After getting a little time in the program, some of us begin to think we have been cured. We've learned everything NA has to teach us. We've grown bored with the meetings, and our sponsor keeps droning the same old refrain: the steps, the steps, the steps. We decide it is time to get on with our lives, cut way back on meetings, and try to make up for the years we have lost to active addiction. We do this, however, at the peril of our recovery. Those of us who have relapsed after such an episode often try to go to as many meetings as we can. Some of us go to a meeting every day for several years. It may take that long for us to understand that we will always be addicts. We may feel well some days and sick on the others, but we are addicts every day. At any time, we are subject to delusion, denial, rationalization, justification, insanity. All the hallmarks of the typical addict's way of thinking. If we want to continue living and enjoying life without the use of drugs, we must practice an active program of recovery each day. Just for today, I am an addict every day, but today I have the choice to be a recovering addict. I will make that choice by practicing my program. Fair use. Today, Emotions Anonymous, January 28. Reflection for today. It is possible to get rid of that poor little old me feeling if I make up my mind to do so. When that feel sorry for myself for no reason syndrome comes my way, I do have the ability to change my attitude. First, I take a few moments to concentrate on what is bothering me. If I cannot come up with a legitimate reason for the blues, it is time to take action. I tell myself I have 10 minutes to really wallow in self-pity and set the clock to ring at that time. I play sad records and dwell on the injustices of life. When the alarm goes off, I ask my higher power to help me to concentrate on positive thoughts, which lead me to my feeling better about myself. The key here is I can change my moods with my higher power's help and some concentrated effort on my part. Meditation for today. Thank you for the ability to switch from negative to positive thinking. Today I will remember I can mope when I want to, but only for 10 minutes. Fair use. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. January 28. Buried feelings. We learned to keep our feelings down as children and kept them buried as adults. BRB, Big Red Book, page 589. How can we honor our feelings when many of us were brought up by parents who implied or directly told us that we shouldn't talk about, think about, or even have our feelings? They told us we were imagining things or said, stop making a big deal out of nothing. They said showing feelings and emotion would turn us into weaklings. It was more important to look good and not be concerned with feelings, especially those related to fear, anger, and sadness. How would we be able to stand on our own 2 feet if we were shadow boxing with unnecessary emotions? We got the message loud and clear and kept our feelings buried for decades. But how long can we go on stuffing things before it affects us emotionally, mentally, and physically? Before people shun us because these denied feelings start manifesting themselves as inappropriate behavior? In ACA, we begin to recognize and honor our feelings in real time. When fear, anger, envy, greed, and jealousy appear, we identify and filter them as honestly as possible. Sometimes simple acknowledgement and perspective gathering is enough. But we also should be prepared to talk about our feelings for the purpose of gaining true understanding and acceptance. As we do so, resilience and serenity begin to permeate our minds and our souls. The affirmation for this day. On this day, I will honor my feelings by unlocking them and accepting them as an essential part of my whole being that deserves love and respect. Recovery Daily Devotions, Affirmations, and Meditations, read by day. Share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be.